Good evening. Here's a quick roundup of tonight's headlines. EMS is launched in Region 3, with ambulance number 19 ready for rapid response. Progress on the state-of-the-art Maternal and Paediatric Hospital is promising. Tragically, a fatal accident claims the life of a 28-year-old on Corentyne Public Road. Guyana is set to host the 53rd ACURIL Conference on libraries, museums, and archives. Lastly, fire engulfs a two-story house in Suddie, Essequibo Coast. Stay tuned for more updates.
EMS launched in Region 3, ambulance number 19 ready for rapid response. Exciting news for residents of Region 3 as emergency medical services, EMS, have been officially launched, marking a significant milestone in healthcare accessibility and emergency response within the region. With the introduction of EMS, residents from Ruimzite, West Coast Demerara to Vasnek, West Bank Demerara now have access to timely assistance in medical emergencies. Ambulance number 19 will be operating out of the La Grange Fire Station, ensuring swift response times and effective medical care when needed. To request an ambulance, residents can simply dial 912, providing them with a quick and efficient means of accessing emergency medical assistance. With EMS now available, residents can rest assured that help is just a phone call away. State-of-the-art Maternal and Paediatric progressing well. The construction of the state-of-the-art $31.9 billion Maternal and Paediatric Hospital at Ogle, East Coast Demerara is making significant progress, as reported by Walter Poringer, the project manager at VAMED, the company overseeing the construction. Poringer mentioned that key milestones such as site clearing, fencing, and the establishment of site offices and welfare facilities for the workforce, accommodating over 400 workers, have been successfully completed. Furthermore, he outlined that within the next 6 weeks, the deep foundation and basement of the hospital are expected to be finalized, paving the way for the installation of steel structures in March 2024. This update was provided during a meeting between Dr. Lucille Ramzami, advisor to the Minister of Health, International Monetary Fund, IMF, Deputy Managing Director Kenji Okamura, and VAMED, to discuss the progress of the health facility. Poringer also projected that within 1 year, the building will be fully enclosed, with doors and windows installed, enabling focus on internal finishings and equipment installations. Dr. Ramzami emphasized that the Maternal and Paediatric Hospital will be a groundbreaking addition to the Caribbean healthcare landscape, aiming to receive its first patients in March 2026. He underscored the transformative impact of the government's investments in the health sector, including the introduction of telemedicine and advanced diagnostic services. Once completed, the hospital will boast 256 beds across 24,000 square meters of gross floor area. It will feature a comprehensive imaging suite equipped with CT scans, X-rays, and MRI scanning equipment, as well as a modern laboratory for sophisticated testing. The contract for this landmark project was signed on June 8, 2022, marking a significant step towards enhancing maternal and child health services in Guyana. Fatal accident claims life of 28-year-old on Corentyne Public Road. A tragic early morning accident on the Corentyne Public Road in Region 6, East Berbice-Corentyne, has resulted in the untimely death of a young man identified as 28-year-old Lakshan Prem Kumar of Lot 126 Grant 1805 Crabwood Creek, Corentyne, Berbice. The incident occurred around 05:25 hours on the Kilcoy Chesney Public Road, Corentyne. According to police reports, Prem Kumar was driving motorcar #pad 3731, traveling west along the southern drive lane of Kilcoy Chesney Public Road at a purportedly high rate of speed. Tragically, he lost control of his vehicle, veering onto the northern side where he collided with a concrete bridge. The impact of the collision ejected Prem Kumar from his vehicle, causing him to land in a nearby drain and sustain severe injuries. Law enforcement personnel swiftly responded, retrieving Prem Kumar from the drain and transporting him to Port Moran Public Hospital. Despite efforts to save him, he was pronounced dead upon arrival. Prem Kumar's body currently rests at Ramu's funeral home, awaiting a post-mortem examination to determine the exact cause of death. This tragic incident serves as a sobering reminder of the importance of adhering to road safety measures and exercising caution while driving, particularly during early morning hours when visibility may be limited. The loss of Lakshan Prem Kumar is deeply felt by his family, friends, and the community, and our thoughts are with them during this difficult time. Guyana to host 53rd ACURIL Conference on Libraries, Museums, and Archives. Guyana is poised to host the 53rd Association of Caribbean Universities, Research and Institutional Libraries, ACURIL, Conference from May 12 to 16, 2024. The event, themed from metadata to big data, trends and hidden treasures in libraries, museums, and archives of the Caribbean, will be held at the Pegasus Hotel in Georgetown. Organized by the University of Guyana Library in collaboration with local counterparts, this marks the first time the ACURIL Conference will be hosted in Guyana. The conference aims to convene approximately 300 librarians, information professionals, archivists, and exhibitors from across the Caribbean and Latin America to address the current challenges faced by libraries in the region. Over the course of 4 days, participants will engage in discussions and debates surrounding innovative developments in the library and information field. Key topics will include strategies for libraries to remain relevant in the digital age, leveraging metadata and big data, and exploring new trends and ideas in the information world. The conference will also serve as a platform for recognizing excellence, creativity, and innovation in libraries throughout the Caribbean. An awards ceremony will honor outstanding library and information professionals for their contributions to the field. Distinguished speakers, including University of Guyana's Vice-Chancellor, Professor Paloma Mohamed Martin, and other academics and professionals in the library and information fields, are expected to deliver presentations. Mrs. Gwyneth George, University librarian and member of the ACURIL Executive Council, expressed enthusiasm about Guyana's role as host. She highlighted the conference as an opportunity for libraries to engage in critical discussions with the government about the strategic importance of libraries in national development initiatives and the attainment of Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs. The ACURIL Conference in Guyana promises to be a significant milestone in advancing the dialogue on libraries, museums, and archives in the Caribbean, fostering collaboration, and driving innovation in the information sector. Fire engulfs two-story house in Suddie, Essequibo Coast. An early morning fire, of yet undetermined origin, ravaged a two-story concrete house in Suddie, Essequibo Coast. The blaze erupted around 02:00h at Lot 5 Suddie Housing Scheme, Region 2, Pomeroon Supinam, engulfing the residence in flames. Fortunately, no occupants were present at the time of the incident. Jason Noreen, the property owner, recounted receiving a distressing phone call from a neighbor alerting him to the inferno. "One of my neighbors called me saying my house is on fire. My family, including my wife and 3 children, used to reside here, but it's been a while since we have not been here," Noreen shared. The fire wrought an estimated $6 million in property damage, leaving behind charred remnants of the family's possessions and memories. Despite the devastation, swift action from the fire service averted further spread of the blaze, ultimately bringing it under control. Firefighters acted promptly to contain the flames and prevent further destruction. Investigations into the origin of the fire are currently underway, as authorities work to ascertain the cause of the incident. Further details regarding the circumstances surrounding the blaze are expected to emerge as the investigation progresses.